It was supposed to be a simple weekend camping trip. 3 friends, Ethan, Caleb, and Mark, drove deep into the Appalachian Mountains to escape civilization. The weather forecast had called for light rain, but mountain weather is unpredictable. By sunset, black clouds swallowed the sky. The first thunderclap shook the forest like a cannon blast. "Looks like we're in for a rough night," Caleb joked as he tightened the tarp over their campsite. The rain arrived moments later. Not a gentle rain, a violent wall of water. The trees groaned under the powerful winds. Branches snapped somewhere in the darkness. Lightning flashed across the mountains, illuminating the forest in brief bursts of ghostly white. The 3 men huddled around a struggling campfire. That was when they heard the whistle. A single note, long, low, somewhere beyond the trees. The sound was strange, too perfect, too deliberate. Ethan looked up. "Did you hear that?" The others nodded. Another whistle echoed through the storm, this time closer. The sound seemed to come from the trail they had used earlier that day. Mark stood and shined his flashlight toward the darkness. Nothing. Just rain. Just trees. Then lightning flashed. For less than a second, something stood among the pines, a tall silhouette, motionless, watching them. Then darkness returned before anyone could get a clear look. "Probably another camper," Caleb said, but nobody sounded convinced. Hours passed. The storm intensified. The whistle returned every 20 minutes, each time closer, each time from a different direction. By midnight, it sounded like whoever, or whatever was making it, had circled their campsite completely. The man stopped talking. Every crack of thunder made them jump. Then Ethan noticed something horrifying. The whistling always happened immediately after lightning, as if the thing making the sound didn't want them to see it moving. Lightning, move, darkness, whistle. Lightning, move, darkness, whistle, closer. At 1:17 a.m., a lightning strike exploded nearby. The entire forest flashed white, and for a brief moment they all saw it, a figure standing just beyond the campfire, not 20 feet away, tall, thin. Its arms hung impossibly low, its head tilted sideways, and its face, there was no face, only darkness. The lights went out. The campfire died instantly. The forest became pitch black. Then came the whistle. Right behind them, all 3 men spun around. Nothing. But the sound of footsteps began circling the campsite. Slow. Crunch. 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 The footsteps continued for nearly an hour, never entering the camp, never leaving, just circling, waiting. Near dawn, the storm finally weakened. The footsteps stopped. The whistle never returned. When sunlight broke through the clouds, the men packed immediately. None of them wanted to stay another minute. As they loaded the truck, Mark noticed something near the edge of camp. Footprints. Hundreds of them. Not human. Each print looked oddly elongated, almost like a human foot stretched far beyond normal proportions. The tracks completely surrounded the campsite, but none entered it. The ranger station was 20 miles away. When they arrived and described what happened, an elderly ranger became visibly uncomfortable. He asked only one question. Did it whistle? The 3 friends exchanged nervous looks. Yeah, the ranger stared out the window toward the mountains. Then he quietly replied, "You're lucky it never called your name." The men never returned to that section of the Appalachians. Years later, Ethan still wakes up some nights during thunderstorms, and every so often, beneath the sound of rain against his window, he hears a faint whistle in the darkness, getting closer.